Hi, welcome to a new show here for the k-dogandfish channel called K-Dog's Always Right. We're going to dive into once a week where we look into what Funko is doing and how we think it's a big, huge, embarrassing failure, and we have a lot of shows planned for you. Let's begin.
And what are we referring to, ladies and gentlemen? That was the announcement in an article that was shared by everyone in the community on Instagram that the Funko Fusion video game, and I quote, a complete commercial and critical failure, and it led to layoffs. This is a section of the show we like to call K-Dog Called It. I don't know if we could go back to the shows talking about the video game.
Well, not even that. The game's never going to come out. Don't worry about that.
But already has a launch date.
Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, just do what you're doing. Just stay in your lane.
The potential.
Subway doesn't do hot wings.
Just don't it up.
They're going to.
Okay.
They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're not going to have that game done. It's going to be like the night before.
The game is going to be done. They wouldn't have given the September date and pre-orders sold.
No.
B Money and I tried to stay pretty positive about it and like, hey, maybe it'll be good. And you
guys are like, it's the next Space Invaders.
I don't think
No,
I said
I don't
that.
think that was
I don't think that was
quoted.
said. But we tried to remain positive.
Hubert.
It's the next Cubert. We tried to remain positive. Yeah. However, this show is basically K-Dog called it because you were the one who were saying, one, this isn't going to work. Why are they spending money on it? And it clearly did not. Now, this article, which was on comicbook.com, and it was shared by everybody in the community, that the game currently holds a Metacritic score of 54. I'm going to tell you that's out of 100, right?
Yep.
Not good. That's not great.
If it was out of 60, it'd be
Not great.
You know?
But it is. That's
actually higher than I thought.
Well, it was probably lower when it started because there were so many crashes and bugs.
There was a lot
launched.
of bugs first, yeah. According to a report from Insider Gaming, the game's complete commercial and critical failure was a catalyst for recent layoffs at the developer 1010 Games. Funko Fusion was the studio's first game, and the tepid response has apparently resulted in the team struggling to find the funding needed for more than one project. As a result, around 20 staffers were told there isn't enough work to give the whole team and did a bunch of layoffs. Again, you called it. Did you watch any gameplay? I didn't actually want to buy it, so I didn't. I was waiting for it to come on PlayStation Plus, which I have the membership, so then I could just download it for free because I'm paying for the membership.
Exactly.
It never made it there.
I can give you details.
Okay, give us some details.
I think a big problem was it released at $79.99 in Canada, which is the standard price for a game, which doesn't make any sense at all.
Okay.
There's no way it was. I feel it's less than a Lego game. Lego has more polish. But now,
Lego games have been around forever.
Since the release, the game is now set regular price, $46.99. So they dropped it by $30, and it's currently on sale for $37.
Okay.
But they also tried to give it away. Canadian. Yeah.
They did. So was that during Christmas? Yeah. If you bought the it was Cosmic Freddy, I believe, Funko Fusion exclusive, the pop, you could get the game for free or something. Was it vice versa? Did you buy?
I think it was.
You got the game for cheap. You got the pop for free. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it was just that was a sign back at Christmas that this was not working. Now, the horrible thing about this is that the staffers that were let go, some of them spoke to Insider Gaming.
Well, it sucks that people got laid off. So first of all,
that sucks.
I don't want to sound like I'm being Mr. Oh, I told you everybody. I don't want to see anybody get laid off.
Yeah.
But at the same time, of course not. But at the same time, it's just I knew this was just
knew this was not
going to go where you wanted to go.
Now, the few staff members that spoke to Insider Gaming, they were encouraged to take their holiday time during the holiday season This was apparently done in an effort to avoid paying out the time after the staffers were let go.
Nice.
These staff members have also claimed that there were severance packages were not being offered,
There you go.
and the bare legal minimum, that's in quotes,
Yeah.
is being given to those let go. 1010 Games has yet to offer any kind of statement about the layoffs as of this article being released.
Nice. Let's just go down in a
Just screw 'em.
massive blaze
Right
of
over.
glory and screw everybody over because you guys made a dumb mistake.
And the weird thing is they just released a DLC pack for Universal Monsters to be a part of the game
Yeah.
on Valentine's Day. And the Nintendo Switch version of Funko Fusion is supposed to come out when? Next month.
I think at the end of this month or something like
Why
that.
would
the
they?
end
Why
of
would they
February?
even do a Switch version when the PlayStation version didn't work?
Well,
They should have done the Switch version only.
should have done this. It
'Cause,
is
like,
kind of a Switch.
All the people who are playing this game are kids or young
Yeah.
adults or whatever. They all have Switches. Who's buying? What kid's gonna buy this for PS5?
Didn't work. Anyway, back in the day when
A lot of factors.
when we first got the word that like that sneak trailer, we're like, okay, well, some of this looks good, like the Back to the Future stuff, the Jurassic stuff. Like
I wasn't sold from day one.
I like the first line of the physical pops. that
Anybody
were
can make a commercial.
released. Anyone can cut a good trailer. You could get make barbed wire look good.
That Craven trailer looked pretty good. You know, like come on, you know.
Trailers are meant to make it exciting. But we talked about why is Funko back when we saw that trailer. Why is Funko spending this much money in something that isn't really their genre?
No.
Like
It's
they want to be Legos so bad.
yeah.
Oh, we got to do the video game.
I think they misjudge how much a game costs to make.
Well, yeah, really, that's weird that Funko would do that. But I think there's two problems.
Okay.
Number one, COVID.
Okay.
Funko came out of COVID, right? They did $3.8 billion in sales, and they thought they were untouchable and they could do anything they wanted.
Okay.
They had bags and bags and bags of money. People were tripping over bags of money in the offices.
Gotcha.
And they were
Larry,
like,
why'd you leave that sack of,
what's this sack
sack
of-
of cash?
what the hell? And you're not even doing the hundreds with the bands around. I don't even know how much is in that. You know? And then the other problem, if you go back on the old shows we did, and I blame it again, and I will never go down, I blame it on those Tuesday Funko pizza parties. It was pizza day, and they
Yeah.
all got together, and that's where the idea and the brainstorming started. And that's the problem. Because it all started with Jeff, and Jeff put the idea out, and everybody was like, let's do puzzles, let's do stickers.
Video games.
And then video game. And he goes, what'd you say, Carl? And I said, let's do video games. That's a good idea. And Lisa's like, let's buy a baseball team. And he's like, wait, a baseball team? Wait, what about that video game thing? And Carl's like, yeah, let's do a video game. And then Jeff said, but we don't know anything about video games. And Carl said, we don't have to know anything about video games. We'll outsource it to another company. We'll just give them all the proprietary rights, and they can do all the work, create the whole thing for us. We just sit back, take all the credit, and make all the cash. Jeff said, Carl, that's a really good idea. Pam said, wait a second. I don't know if this is a really good idea, Jeff. I think that maybe we shouldn't dive into this and invest this much capital in something we don't know anything about. And Jeff said, well, Pam, I don't think you know what you're talking about. And Pam says, I do, because I'm a chartered accountant and you're not. I think
They should have listened to
I think Carl's idea is bad. And Jeff said, Pam, is this because you're harboring feelings against your relationship that you have with
there's
Carl?
an inter-office romance
That didn't work out well,
didn't
and I don't
know
want
about.
you holding your feelings against Carl because of that. Well, no, Jeff, I'm not. My relationship with Carl had nothing to do with it. Just because he was an inconsiderate lover has nothing to do with the fact that I think this is a bad idea. I think that if you put all your money into this, this company is going to drop the ball, and it's going to come back on us and not on them. And then you know what Jeff said?
What?
Pam, you're fired.
You can't fire somebody for that.
You can,
You can't.
because that's Funko, and we got a Funko Fusion.
I wonder.
That's exactly how it happened.
wonder if
Check the tape.
I wonder if she got a severance package.
There's no severance package. You know? The severance package you're getting is dinner with Carl.
They even spelt their name wrong.
I'm telling you. That's the problem. Funko just got too big for their britches. They thought they were untouchable. They thought they could do anything
Yeah.
and didn't look at the consequences that when this thing fails, it fails on you. Stick to your lane. do what you're good at. Not that, honestly, at this point right now, when you announced this game 7.5 years ago, nobody actually knows what Funko's good at anymore because you're doing everything and most of it f***ing fails. So,
Well, you know what we haven't had a chance to talk about?
it's a good idea. Let's go do it. You know what? I have a lot of good ideas. I once went into a Lamborghini dealership.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
You just walked in.
I walked in.
Okay.
I realized two things.
There's-
Number one, when you're over 6 feet tall, it's hard to fit in a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Number two, they cost $350,000.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
So I said, not a good idea.
One other recent good
And my visa got denied.
one other Funko good idea that they had that we did not get a chance to talk about because that announcement came out after we recorded and it was before What's Poppin' was the Funko blanket with the Funko Pops in it, the Funkit.
Yeah.
The Funkit. We haven't gotten a chance to talk about
That can't be real.
the Funkit. Do you think it's just a skit?
Well, I want to hope it's a skit, but knowing Funko, it's probably in full production.
Because
Well, they had to make a few of these and send out.
on that video, they sent a few out to influencers, and then they did that skit and put it out on social media. But in that skit, they said you might want to think that this is a joke or not a real product, but we're serious. Like I don't, and then that could have been a joke. So I don't know if it's real or not, or if we'll see these available on Funko.com.
If it's just a skit and it's just
It's funny if
it's
it's a
funny,
skit.
which would be great because I'd like to see Funko doing that and bringing more fun back to their brand because they've destroyed it. But anyways, I feel bad for the Funko Fusion guys. Sorry, guys. Like, hopefully you can get a job at EA Sports or something. And
in the game.
I don't know.
I'm going to EA.
This is never gonna work. You were never gonna be that committed to this video game.
Yeah.
If you're not committed to it, commit to the bit.
This ain't no Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, you weren't good. You just think it's a good idea. Yeah, what's a lot of work? How much work could it be? Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's not that. Oh, it's just whip together a video game.
It's a lot of coding. It's a lot.
Yeah, like seriously.
work.
Anyways,
But
whatever. Yeah.
I agree with you. I feel bad for the staffers that got laid off and screwed over out of pay for their own shenanigans that you at least from the beginning knew that this wasn't going to work.
It's just a big waste of money.
Yeah.
And now the problem is they've wasted so much money on so many things, and now that's why they're coming out with their whole whiny little speech about how we have to readjust the pricing to be competitive and blah. You could stay competitive, a lower wholesale pricing if you didn't just put bags of money on fire as a hobby. Like seriously,
That one did that they all played Viking Funeral.
like
Just took a flaming arrow.
whoever hits the
Bag of money.
the canoe with the sacks of $100
Floating
bills in it,
bags of money.
gets a free trip to Disneyland. Like it's just like, you guys you're really
it's
good
funny.
at just coming up with horrible ideas. It's a jump to conclusions, Matt, and then just going full speed ahead with it.
Office Space
When
reference.
not actually doing any research or realizing how hard it is.
Yeah.
Like
You were even unsure if they'd actually release the
I didn't
game.
think they would even release it.
They did it. It was a Friday the 13th. I remember that specifically.
That's a great day to release it on.
That's a horrible cursed day to release your video.
I was
game.
convinced that thing was never coming out. You two were all Captain Optimist over here. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And I'm like, you guys are all crazy. It's never coming out.
Should they have waited and then
How much longer could
Waited
they
for
wait?
what?
got the bugs correct? Like nailed the game.
PlayStation won't be around by the time they release it. There'll be another video game system, and then they got to go back to the drawing board. Whatever. Anyways, I'm excited to see them at Five Below. And
The video game.
Yeah, they'll probably team it up with a pop in a fusion for $9.99.
That works.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it works.
Get a combo deal over there.
I'm really curious to hear what you guys.
You put it in your PlayStation, it makes your PlayStation sick. Your PlayStation just starts coughing.
Virus. Never heard of PlayStation cough like Abe Vigoda before.
What is this?
Okay.
That's it. Oh, you get error. All of a sudden, paper jam. You're not even a printer.
But there is no paper jam. Why does it say there is a paper jam? All right. We are really curious to hear what you guys thought of the Funko Fusion game and its, I quote, complete commercial and critical failure.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of positive comments.
Did you play the game? Do you like the game? Is this suck?
No, they didn't. Nobody bought it.
Because you like the game. Some people did.
Like, there's
Some people did.
13 people.
You guys tell us.
Do they
full price,
do they follow
too.
the show?
All 13 of you who bought the game at full price.
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought of the gameplay. Is this justified? Is the meta score of 54 fair? What about firing all these staff members? You guys tell us what you think in the comments. We want to take this opportunity to thank our Patreons. If you want to join as a member, you can do so at patreon.com/kdogandfish.
Sign up and get exclusive content, lives, and more.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
We'll see you again soon.
See you.